Comic-Con has ended, the TCAs have ended, but the news keeps rolling on TVEnthusiast, the week's news.
The week's news on TVEnthusiast.com.
My name is Tyson Gifford. Let's get started on the news. First up, let's talk about some new shows in development. Genius is a new series from National Geographic, or Nat Geo, about Albert Einstein. It's going to feature Jeffrey Rush playing the role, and Ron Howard has signed on to direct the first episode. Singularity is a new show ordered by FX, and it is an AI or artificial intelligence-based comedy from Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, who recently produced Preacher on AMC. Sonny Lee, writer on Silicon Valley, is expected to run the series. Runaways, the Marvel comic book series, has been picked up by Hulu. Runaways is about teenage children of villains. They discover that their parents are villains, and they run away, and that's where the title comes from. The series is in development from Josh Schwartz, who was the creator of Chuck, and Stephanie Savage, who worked with Josh on Gossip Girl. The CW is looking to remake Lost Boys as a TV series. Lost Boys, of course, came from Batman ruiner Joel Schumacher, but this version will be handled by Rob Thomas, best known for Veronica Mars and iZombie. They have a 7-season plan for the series, with each season representing a different supporting cast, a different decade, and a different setting. The series will span 70 years, so that's 1 decade per season, with season 1 taking place in the 1960s in San Francisco. If you've been keeping up with the show club here at TV Enthusiast, the weekly set podcast, then you'll be familiar with Helen McCrory of Peaky Blinders. She is going to star in Fearless, a 6-part drama being produced by Patrick Harbinson. The series is about a defense lawyer known for lost causes who ends up in a conspiracy. The series is being made for Britain's ITV. Amazon has picked up an untitled Jack Ryan series. Jack Ryan, of course, being the Tom Clancy character who's been played by all number of actors, including Harrison Ford. This version will star John Krasinski from The Office as Jack Ryan. It is being produced by Carlton Cuse of Lost and Graham Rowland of Fringe. HBO is partnering up with writer Nick Pizzolatto of True Detective and actor Robert Downey Jr., yes, that Robert Downey Jr., to develop a Perry Mason anthology series for the network. So each season will be a singular set mystery, but they'd all feature the character of Perry Mason. Perry Mason is a character based on a series of novels from the 1930s and a classic TV series from the 1950s. The seasons will be made available based on Robert Downey Jr.'s availability, since he's a busy actor. NBC and Aaron Paul, who played Jesse on Breaking Bad, are developing a new series called Blackmail that's created by John and Thomas Sontag. The series is about a young married couple who have a tragic event, and then they seek revenge on the man responsible by blackmailing him. And they end up in a web of sinister machinations. Sci-Fi's new horror anthology series Channel Zero may be coming up soon for its first season, but its second season just received its title and star. The second season of the series will be titled The No End House and will star Amy Forsyth from The Path. Let's talk about some casting news. Robert Knepper of Prison Break is going to appear in Homeland. He'll be playing the role of General Jamie McClendon of the Department of Defense. Catherine Zeta Jones has joined the cast of Feud, the Ryan Murphy anthology series about 2 actresses at war with each other, based on a true story. She'll be playing Oscar-winning actress Olivia de Havilland. Mallory Jansen known as the Evil Queen on ABC's Gallivant, has joined Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She'll be playing the life model decoy Ida, who we saw a silhouette of at the end of last season. Wil Traval from Jessica Jones has been cast in Arrow as Christopher Chance, the human target. Nick Frost from Shaun of the Dead has been cast in Into the Badlands as Baji, an opportunistic rogue. And Brittany Snow from Pitch Perfect has been cast in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend as Anna, a beauty entrepreneur from Los Angeles. Though it's going to take a while for winter to come, it is coming indeed. Game of Thrones is now casting for 9 new roles. Website Watchers on the Wall posted casting breakdowns for the roles. Most of the roles call for a British RP accent, which is basically the generic British accent that you'd expect if you live in America or anywhere besides Britain. This usually implies that the character is going to show up in King's Landing, as anything kind of in the north calls for northern accents, and more gruff accents for characters like Davos. So, British RP accent usually implies King's Landing. 9 roles, most of them with British RP accent, but some of the roles are not. Some of them are northern, some of them are calling for no specific accent or race. So some of the roles are colorblind. There is one female role which requires a nudity clause, and you can check out the details on watchersonthewall.com. And now a few remaining odds and ends. Mr. Robot has been renewed for Season 3. The TV channel Pivot is to be discontinued later this year, and DC comedy series Powerless has lost its showrunner Ben Queen to creative differences. Now let's take a look at what's coming up on the horizon. This Sunday, August 21st, 2016, Fear the Walking Dead comes back to AMC. On Tuesday, August 23rd, 2016, Halt and Catch Fire comes back to AMC. On Wednesday, August 24th, 2016, Gomorrah debuts on Sundance. On Saturday, August 27th, 2016, Aquarius returns to NBC. On Sunday, August 28th, 2016, The Strain returns to FX. On Wednesday, August 31st, 2016, You're the Worst returns to FXX, and Shut-Eye debuts on Hulu. On September 2nd, 2016, Narcos returns for its 2nd season on Netflix. And Chef's Table also returns for its 2nd season on Netflix. On Monday, September 5th, 2016, a new miniseries titled Harley and the Davidsons premieres on Discovery. Also on Monday, September 5th, 2016, Loosely Exactly Nicole on MTV and Mary Plus Jane on MTV. On Tuesday, September 6th, 2016, Atlanta premieres on FX. Startup premieres on Crackle. From Dusk Till Dawn returns on El Rey. And Queen Sugar premieres on OWN. And lastly, on Thursday, September 8th, 2016, Better Things premieres on FX. And now it's time for the question. The Walking Dead got a successful game from Telltale. Telltale also made a Game of Thrones game, and now Telltale has made a mobile game for Mr. Robot. So what other TV properties should Telltale make a game for? As always, thank you for watching the week's news on TVEnthusiast.com.